Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and we are back in Sky Factory 5. Let's see. In betwixt the episodes, Alright, I pretty much did one thing. In between episodes, we got all of the seeds. So we go colorless, and then we have all 16 colored ones, and then we have the RGB seeds, which you can see haven't even fully grown yet. Obviously, area's not chunk loaded when I'm not on, so that was the last thing I did in the stream. So, all right, let's do this real quick. Let's run up here and sleep the night away. So, I mentioned this before in other videos, is that And this is not recent. This is for a decade now. God, I've been doing this job for like 11, almost 12 years. How crazy is that? Anyways, but I'm always playing the what should I do off camera compared to what should I do on camera. And of course, now when I say off camera, I'm referring to the streams. But I also do what I refer to as off camera work, and that's where insanely tedious things or things I didn't have time to in the stream get to, I will do on my own while watching a movie or a TV show or something. So anyways, so I'm always playing this game of like, what should I do off camera and what should I do on camera? On camera, I only have so much time. So off camera or on the stream, I figured out how to automate this with the help of the people watching the stream. It's the main reason I try and tell you guys to come over to twitch.tv/Modi101. It's because I'm not smart enough to figure this stuff out. I need you guys to come help me, and then I can later then take credit for it. So, my point is, I figured this all out on my own with no help from anyone else, like B-Speed, Drag Dragon, or any of those people. None of them. So, alright, so what we have, first off, this one I did on my own. Aqueous accumulator going into fluid ducts, going to the top of all of these sprinklers, and as you can see, it's got 1,000 of 1,000. They're all constantly full. Now, unfortunately, these don't make these plants grow. They nerf that, which is fine. So I did it to here because this is going, this does all that. I just got tired of running back and forth with water buckets. So that was the first thing. And then I'm like, well, if these things are going to pop up, I can't, because there's no vein mine harvesting. Like I can't do, oh, where'd that go? Oh yeah, that's right. The thing I'm showing you. So yeah, couldn't do that. So I got suggested make a harvester. Now this harvester is set to a 17 by 17 with one height. If we turn it on, you could see it goes from here to here. This is the important part because that's the end. But then it also goes all the way to here. It technically does this outside ring as well. So let's shut that off. Now, if I turn this on, now it does take power, so I made some flux points. But as you can see, it is basically harvesting stuff. I really think, I don't know why it's taking so long, but whatever. Is the power still going? The power's good. Anyways, so there we go. Well, then I had, I just punched myself with my microphone. There we go. Now you guys can see it. Okay. And now we'll shut this off again. And as you can see, these are popping right back up. And it's because these guys have water to make them grow fast. Well, then I had essence all over the place. So then we made an item collector. We actually tried a couple other things, but this is the best one. And this guy is in parallel with this. And it's set to the same 17. So if we turn this one on, you can see this picks up everything within that area. So these two are working together. Okay, let's go ahead and shut that off again. So these two are working together. You can see the line is right here where they both stop. Then I have it coming over with an item cable into this, and I made a oak diamond barrel with a diamond upgrade, which lets it put 1,024 items in one slot. So anyways, that's it. Well, you know what? I figured I got to do it again. So we're going to make this setup minus these pipes because we don't need them. We're going to make this setup for these crops there. So let's go do that. All right. So I kind of showed you what the machines were. Almost pretty much most of the stuff is coming from Cyclic, which is a pretty easy mod. So, all right. So if we look at here, this is the harvester. And other than an obsidian pressure plate, which is weird to me because you have to make stone ones. And then, and what is this from? Oh, that's Cyclic itself. So, and you get 2 of those. So we make a harvester. So we got compressed cobble, emeralds, copper nuggets, and then biomass. We made this before for something. I don't remember what we made it for, but it's just leaves, some sort of flowers, and a sapling gives you 8 of them. So we do that. We got ourselves a harvester. Now the item collector, a little bit more to it. First we need a block of flint, and then we need 2 droppers, and then we need 3 hoppers. And I love this recipe that they do. Costs a little bit more wood, but it's just simpler. All right, so there's that. And then we need some item cables. We have 2, that's just enough. And we're going to need our wrench. These are the cables we were originally using for everything, and then we switched them over. Okay, and then we're also going to make a barrel. Now, the weird part is, and I got to figure this out, it's like we need to make the ones from sophisticated storage, right? Oh, I guess, no, that's that one. So, I guess, can we use one of these barrels? I don't know. Let's find out. Can I dye it to make it a sophisticated? Because it's not part of the mod. How did I do this? I don't think I did it with acacia. Can I do it with, like, pink? Bamboo, mangrove, warped, oak. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, that's easy. Nope. That. Okay. And then we'll put these back. There must be 2 different things for it. So, nope. Give me that. All right. Oak barrel for sophisticated storage is what we want. Now, to make it a diamond barrel, it's kind of like a lot of the other ones where we got to get iron. All right. Like I said, I'm showing you guys how I did this all the way through. So there's an iron barrel. And then let's go ahead and look up barrel again. And then we need gold. Yeah, I don't know why I looked that up. I know how to make this. All right, gold. Now, all this is doing is making more slots for the barrel. And diamonds. And I guess I could have used the regular diamond chest, but I want to be able to open this. All right, so there's that. Now I want to make the upgrade. And I probably should have done this in the system. Let's try this again. Oh, we kept it. Nope, no, it didn't. Upgrade. So we have a copper one, and let's see if we can get this up to diamond. So we could do this from copper to iron, and then we go like this. We're going to need a couple of blocks. It's kind of pricey. I'll admit it's kind of pricey, but it is very much worth it. And then we need the diamond one, which of course, a couple of blocks. Okay. And there's that. Okay, so there's that. Then we need to make ourselves a flux point. Let's see. Flux provides energy. Wait, hold on. Yeah. All right, there we go. Yep, it's this guy. Okay, so we need to make one more of these. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. Not worried about it. Not worried about it. Especially now that we can do our the neural mob network thing. I'm not worried about that. All right, I think I got everything. All right, so this will only, the harvester and the item collector will only work in a, oh, I need some dirt. Will only work in odd number plots. So 13 by 13, then it goes up to 15 by 15, and then it goes to 17 by 17, 19 by 19, and so on and so forth. So we have 18 plants. I don't want these to overlap. This is my little dash of OCD in me, is I don't want this harvester or this collector to touch regular Inferium. I want them to do RGB seeds. So if we look at this guy here and I turn it on, you're going to notice it's going to do that line right where this one stops so they don't overlap. And then it goes to right here. Not there, but here. And then the same thing with the harvester. So we need to figure that out. All right. So it is a total of 18, but we can only do, so we got to, 19, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I believe here is the spot. I need to come at it from this angle. Why did it do that? It does that every goddamn time. Just put it right here. No, I don't want it facing that way. Is it because of this? There we go. All right. So if we look at this, and we're going to put this up to 19 by 19, and then we click the preview, it should be this line, not this line. And then it goes all the way, it technically goes one over, which is fine, and it's actually going to end up going a couple over, which once again is fine. There's nothing planted there, so it's not going to be affected by that. So this is going to harvest just this stuff. And then, let's see, this needs to be 1, 2, 3 blocks up. All right, so to not destroy this, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to come out. Nope, stop eating dirt. Oh, I'm like that kid that you went to school with. I'm just out here trying to eat dirt. All right, this looks perfect. And there's probably a better way to do this, but this is just how I did it. All right, so we're going to stick this guy here. And then we're going to set him to 19 by 19. And we're going to look at his pickup area. Once again, not picking up that line. And there could be a little bit of like flop over, for lack of a better term. Yeah, 19. There we go. So that is set perfectly. Turn that off. All right. Let's get rid of all of this dirt. I usually don't like to have things floating. Where did all that dirt go? Oh, did I eat some? Maybe. Oh, I bet you it's in here. It is. Okay. So there's that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this on here. Okay. And then we're going to put our barrel on here. Okay. And then we're going to stick this in there. And now this is going to do that 1,000 thing. And then we got to get our wrench and we simply click that. So what that did is that set that as an output. So anything that comes in here is going to just go in there. And that way we do not have to worry about keeping an eye on this thing. All right. Lastly, we take our flux point. We pop this on the side. We go here. We pick our network. Ball in, ball out. And now this thing should be full. And all we have to do is always on. We can see it is pulling from the back here. You can see the stuff is popping off and then getting picked up. Oh, there we go. And now we have 16, well, 19 of that one for some reason. But there we go, including, wait, where's the RGB one? Did it? Oh, there it is. It's right there. This is the one that we use to get the free stuff. So now I can simply come over here. We turn this guy on, and then we turn this guy on. And now we have a fully automated thing. Now I want to show you guys, and this is also a weird, like, let me just check for myself kind of situation. But if I'm not mistaken, now if this does something, then I will run the pipes and connect it. But earlier I put water in these sprinklers, and I don't think anything happened. See, there's already water in that sprinkler. There's now water in that sprinkler, and nothing's happening. So, like I said, it kind of nerfs that a little bit. I can, oh, let's see, if I break this, can I, maybe I should get the water out. There we go. So, oh, shush pups. These have water in them. I think if I break them, the water will spill out. So, yeah, I'll worry about that later. So, yeah, as you can see, talk about from going from feast to famine to feast. We have so much inferium essence. I kind of don't need it anymore. The only thing I would need it for, and this is something I might work on later, and I can actually fill all these in, I don't need them, is there's nothing else to do with inferium that I can think of except for make these 18 different seeds. Colorless, RGB, and then the 16 colored ones. So I probably don't need this much inferium like that. Oh, see, it did pick up RGB. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Little bit of flow over is good. There's our sprinkler. Take that out. But yeah, so if I want now, unfortunately, we will never get seeds from these, I don't think. Now, the only other thing I can think of, ooh, this is an idea. Let's grab some of this. All right. And let's go do a little test. And if this, we'll see how this goes. I just thought of this. If we can, well, I'll show you. Let's put this stuff away. There we go. Okay. And let's look for our crystal. That's a U. Why am I screaming? All right. And this. Put all this in here. This is what we could use it for. In theory. Nope, go inside. Alright. My puppies are very excited today to be barking at nothing. Alright, so there's 5. So if we come out here. Alright. And maybe this will change things up. Maybe not. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to shut this guy off for a second. Nope, that's not the button to shut it off. There we go. We're going to come over here to the RGB seeds. 3, 4, 5. These got picked up here. Okay. Now, can I just do this? I can. Alright, so this now makes this level 5 dirt. Will it grow any faster? Is the question. This is where we do a little test. Let's go ahead and shut these off. I don't really need them running right now. Plus, mind you, this is using the power from our stuff. Now, here's the kicker. the seeds are good. The automation is great. The sand version is still incredibly faster. You don't. I mean, technically, I guess you could set it up to where you have control of what you're getting, and all you would need to do is just stop making this one big thing and make them 16 little ones. So then you could put the sand in the color that you want. So if you're like, oh, I definitely want more green, you would just take sand to the chest and it would just pump into the green. And you can make more of these, you know. And maybe that's something I'll do. Maybe this area, well, because this thing I'm not a big fan of. Maybe I will make, oh, there's an idea. The dogs agree. 16 different 2x 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 2x18 sets. So we need a front and a back. So that would be 16. So yeah, we would have we could have 32 barrels of each color. I mean, it's going to stretch probably this stuff might need to be moved here, but it would stretch, but then we could control what we have. I know green is one I use a lot of, because that's how we get the uranium for the power. Because right now we just kind of get an even kill of everything. But if we go look here, now I'm just rambling, and I know that, guys, and you've all mentally or probably physically checked out. But if we look here, we do have 1,000 of that, but we've got way more of all the other colors because I use this one a lot. And that's mostly because it makes uranium. Oh, also I did this. I was tired of hitting my head on that thing. It doesn't do anything. Just made a very big staircase. Put this here. Back here is my trash can. So if there's any stuff I want to get rid of, we got it right there. So, you know, we use some space. So, anyways, so I don't know if maybe between episodes I may work on that. I kind of like the idea, because what I could do, let me think about this. I could set up an input-output chest for each one. Probably just make it one barrel each. One in, one out, right? And then I could, to all of the input barrels, I could attach a line, a item cable to all of the input barrels for all 16 colors to another chest. And that way, if I just want to kind of have a little bit of everything, I throw it in this chest. But if I want something specific, I throw it in that specific chest. I don't know if that makes sense, but we'll work on it. All right, we're going to finish things up here. I just wanted to go look at something real quick. These don't literally look like they're going to be going any faster than these, to be honest with you. Now, I did break them, which starts the whole process over. But yeah, I wanted to see if they were going to like catch up or surpass these ones. So I can make it all red. I just don't know if I need to. It isn't saying anything about extra seeds, so we'll see. Anyways, guys, there we go. So that's a little bit of me trying to show you all, you know, what I did off camera. Now, of course, off camera it was a lot more. Like I said, we made other different ways to do this, and this was the best one. But, yeah, so there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember, like, subscribe, click that bell, leave a comment, share on social media. Any and all of those things help me out tremendously. If you guys want to take it to the next level, you can become a Patreon, get access to this server plus many others, hang on our Discord, be in our Saturday streams, and yeah, all that fun stuff. Go check that out. Check out the Patreon link down below. If you guys want to come watch the off-camera work on this, I do this one on Thursdays at noon Pacific time. I had to stop and think there. So if you want to watch me try and set up the 16 different colors if I can, then yeah, the stream would probably be the best place to see that. And lastly, if you guys, did I say twitch.tv/Modi101? I don't remember. Yeah, noon Pacific time, Thursdays. come try to watch it. And if you guys want to get your very own server, just like the one we have right here, head on over to Host Havoc. Use the link down below. That way they know you're coming from one of my videos. And until next time, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys later. Bye!